All right, everybody. Thank you so very much for being here. Indio on the radio. And I know it's me by myself. My partner in crime, it will be here later on because we are using a new program. So we are bound to run into some glitches. With that being said, let me go ahead and run a promo with the person that we will be interviewing today because she is here. And that is Marisela. Let's go ahead and hit that promo. Who is here if it's not the one and only Marisela? And I remember your mom told me the last time, it's Marisela, let's get it right.
Did she really tell you that?
Well, she put it on the comments. She's like, Marisela, okay, not Marcela.
I get a lot of people will mistake my name, will call me Marisa, Maribel, Maritza, Maria, just all kinds of stuff, obviously, because
Well,
the Maris are like a lot of variations.
I was saying Marcela.
Oh, Marisela, yes, I've been called
Yes.
that as well.
And she was
But my
like,
name is,
"Yeah."
yes, Marisela Hernandez, everybody. Hi, hi, guys.
Marcela. Like,
Oh, yes,
okay, all
thank
right.
you. It's
I'm
so
so
good to be
sorry.
here for the
Thank you
first
so
time on
very much.
video on your live show.
Yeah, on my live show. Thank you so very much for being here. And that's really nice. And
Of
actually,
course.
last time we talked, it was at Fanfare, I think it was, wasn't it?
The last time, yes, it was at the radio station gala. Yes,
So,
you were the first one I saw. I said, I walked into the big old salon thing, right? And of course, it's a whole bunch of booths, a whole bunch of radio stations. And I saw you right away and I said, a familiar face. I said, oh, let me gravitate towards Mr. NDO over there because I
well,
just got
that's
to
why
go
I
and
put
talk to him.
myself there so that way people would say, oh, look,
Ye-
it's him.
Absolutely. You were right there within reach. So you were the first one we went to. And yeah, it was really, really cool. I loved that. It was my very first time attending that radio station gala. So wow, it was really, really, really nice to be able to connect with everybody all in one place.
Well, real quick, I'm sorry. Thank you so very much for that. That was really a great compliment, and I don't deserve it because I'm just some person that's just there. And you're right. It was great to have everybody there. 25 interviews I did that day. But we have our Hilda was able to log in. She's here, so let me go ahead and bring her on real quick. There she is.
Hi, Hilda.
Both of my knees. Oh my god.
Oh my god. What a treat. What a treat.
No, you're the treat, hun. You're the treat.
Yes, that's right. And thank you very much, Hilda. I'm sorry that I had to change programs on you at the last minute, but here we are. Yes.
No, it's all good. The important part is that I'm here, we're here, and we get to have a lot of fun.
There we go. That's the important part. Real quick, Nicole Cavazos, she sat there and she sent some hearts earlier. She was like, check it out. Mira nomás.
Hi there. Where's Nicole from?
I don't know, but I believe she is she helps out, what's her name? Dadgummit. She's a new artist and
she'll chime in right now.
Yeah, she'll chime
in.
She'll
chime in and let us know.
She's got a new, she helps this artist, Christy Lux.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, Christy Lux, and she's an amazing singer as well. I saw her perform at Fanfare, as a matter of fact.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff about her, and wow, she's doing amazing. Congratulations. Yes.
It's really good to see women that are body positive.
Absolutely.
I think like for me, our culture, we have that Native Americans. We believe that women are, they are the pinnacle of life. Without women, there is no life. And th- that's the wonderful thing is to have a good woman. That's what makes you rich, is having a good woman, not possession and not how much you amass. It's having a good life and having a good wife. But
that's so beautiful.
No, I'm gonna cry. I'm like,
right. And and I think in our Latino Mexican heritage as well. You know, it doesn't steer too far from that
Yeah.
because yes, the man also believes that of the woman, but the woman in, I guess, in our Mexican culture, the woman thinks that of the man as well, because the man is like the man of the house, and you know, we were raised um to cater, not to cater to them, you know, in that kind of like slave kind of way, but you know, to honor them.
Yeah.
And so I think, you know, very similar as far as those two cultures, but it goes both
Mhm.
ways, you know. And I think that's beautiful, though. That's beautiful. It's
Well, I
Oh,
always
mean,
nice
yeah,
to
I think,
be appreciated.
well, it's great, but it's awesome to see women that really accept themselves for who they are. I think a lot of times, especially back in the 90s and 80s, everything was
mhm.
what did the Bugles say? Video killed the radio star.
Oh,
They were just,
yes.
it was all visual. Nobody's going to, Madonna, she is an icon, but she couldn't sing with a
Absolutely.
lick, she
So now,
couldn't.
Lawrence, tell us how you really feel.
It's true. She could not sing. She looked amazing. But
Yeah.
she was no Mariah Carey, okay? She was no Mariah Carey. When she sang like maybe half an octave tops, that was about it.
You're so bad.
It's true though. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna
But you
say
know
that
what? She's laughing all the way to the bank.
she is. No, I'm not saying that she's not a talent. I'm saying she used it what she had available to. But if she wasn't that good
Yeah.
looking, she wouldn't. I don't think she would have been as popular as she was. You know.
Right. I guess it's a when you're in the entertainment industry, I guess it's a combination. Like you don't, not for everybody, it's 100% talent. I mean, and I can speak for myself as well. You know, I know for a fact that I am not like the greatest vocalist singer out there. You know, I have my percent of talent in that area, but I also think that your attitude, your presentation,
Mhm.
definitely your material that you put out, everything, it's a combination, you know, that's going to help you to, I guess, mm, do good in the industry, or be able to,
Yeah.
people are gonna like, you know, you entertaining them. uh if you have one of those things, I guess it can work for you. Like
Well,
you said in
it's just
Madonna's case.
it's kind of
Some of us just have to have a little bit of everything to see. We're gonna throw everything and see what sticks.
Everything in the kitchen sink, y'all.
right.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Bobby says hello, Marisela, Hilda, and Indio. Thank you very much, Bobby from California.
hey, Bobby.
See you, Bobby. Thank you very much for joining us there on
Yeah.
the YouTube channel.
No,
But no, the reason that I said that is just because of the fact that it was visual back then. It's somewhat visual now. But
Yes, yeah.
talent now is much more important nowadays than it is back in the day. It's still some of that.
It is, but it's still there. It
It's
exists.
still
It's
no, it
always
still is
going to
there.
exist,
No, no,
because what
it's
the
yeah.
first thing is that you see. That's the
Hmm.
first thing. Your
yeah.
Yeah.
first impression of an artist, first you see them, and if
What do
you
what
like
do
what
they
you
look like?
see, you'll keep paying attention, right?
Right.
But a
Yeah.
lot of times,
Exactly.
you know, a lot of times it's vice versa. First you hear, you know, and then if you like that, you continue paying attention, and just kind of branches off from there. I guess that's where, you know, like I said, each one of us has our
Our
different
strengths.
right strengths, right?
Yes.
And what attracts the audience to us is not like, to me, is not the same as, you know, Hilda's audience, is not the same as some
Hmm.
other artists
Mhm.
audience. You know, each the audience, I guess, you know, gravitates to us for different reasons, and but you know, that helps. And
No,
I'm
no, no.
grateful for
It's
that,
it's
because not all of us can do the body thing all
Well, no,
all our
it's it's
lives.
it's it's very true. It's very true. But I mean, what I was saying is just that it's good now for me. I believe that it's better now because of the fact that we're more accepting as people, as opposed to what it was like before, where it was much more. You
Yes.
know, I was actually having a conversation with a fellow artist, a female
Um,
artist, uh, not more than 4 or 5 days ago, and she was recanting a story when she first came into the business, and she was talking about how she was a size 3. She's a size 3. She's about
wow.
5'2", 5'2", a size 3. So that's proportionate for her size.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not perfect, but still, I mean, who says that's perfect or not?
Right.
However, this person who was manager material for her said that she wasn't she wasn't what was it? She wasn't the perfect size, but she was still doable, and that's why she would
Oh,
make it in the business.
she
Wow.
would do.
I no,
Wow.
like as in she was attractive enough to have sex with.
Ah, oh,
What?
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so back in the beginning, or I mean, I can't say in the beginning was right, but back in the, I guess you want to say the 80s and the 90s, um, it was rumored that yeah, that you had to, I guess putting it bluntly, you had to do favors,
Mm.
Testing
with
couch.
people that are higher up,
Yeah.
producers, promoters, managers, people in the industry, in order to get somewhere, especially as a female. I heard,
Mm.
rumors that you did have to perform special favors,
See,
of
see
all
what
different
gets me
sorts. And how's
what
that?
gets me about that story. That's somebody's sister. It's somebody's mom.
Mm.
Somebody's
That's
daughter.
somebody's daughter, somebody's granddaughter.
Yes.
And it's just I don't know. It's kind of because the argument was made earlier today. I was sitting there and I was like, you know, the comparison part should never be a thing. We shouldn't compare whether this person or that person, blah blah
Mm.
blah. And all this. It should be
Right.
based on talent and whether you like the music or not. You
Yeah.
Hmm.
know, one of the things that was coming up earlier today was, they were having a conversation on Facebook about Frontera and Bad Bunny with their song. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like either one. And somebody needs to tell Bad Bunny that, there's consonants in Spanish, and, it's not just vowels. But, that's that doesn't mean that I don't like the music. It was a pretty good song. I mean, No Se Va was a good song. The first 10 million times that I heard it, now it's just run into the ground.
I know.
And, and
I
I'm like,
know.
I can't stand the song. When I
I'm
first heard
all
it, it
no
was
se
like,
van out right now.
yeah, right. The first time I heard it, I was like, man, this is an awesome song.
Very
Then after
catchy, very.
10 million 25 times, this song sucks. I don't want to hear this song anymore. You know,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you,
it was a lot in a very
yes,
short period of time.
because it's constant. And then
Yeah.
I was telling Hilda, going through fanfare and hearing every band sing that song, and I
I
couldn't get
heard
away.
every year at fanfare, there's always that one song that 20 bands play in one day. And I know, and I remember like 5, 6, 7 years ago, my husband and I would laugh because we're like, so what's the song? What's going to be the song this year? And they're like, oh, un rinconcito en el cielo, right? Everybody does un rinconcito en el cielo, and te vas ángel mío. Like, yeah, there's always one song. And I didn't get to go to the performances this year. We had to come back home to the valley. But I heard that song was very
It
popular
was, I was walking in every stage that I was passing
in
by. It
every
was like,
version.
it was every version, every vocal capacity was singing it,
Oh
man.
God.
From no se va, no se va, no se va, no se va. Dude, which one is it, man? It was just killing me.
Wow.
It was,
Wow.
it was bad, but God help them. Yeah, I don't know.
Marisela, I
Yeah,
think we should just add that song to our set list. I think that's
right.
what Lawrence is saying. Yeah.
We'll get booed off the stage if we don't play that
No,
song at some point.
yeah,
Right? Yeah.
right.
I think so.
That's it. No,
Yeah,
I
and
don't.
don't you dare say, "Do y'all have any requests?" Because get ready.
Right? No,
Yeah,
I
get
mean,
ready.
look. I was a club DJ for more than 20 years, and there's two songs that I really did like at one time that I will never play for myself, ever. One of them is Neon Moon. I played
Oh,
that song so many times,
yeah.
so many times. It's beyond, I- you
And
know,
friends in low places.
friends in low places.
I know. I was a DJ also for
Blaming
14
all on
years, a
my
karaoke
roots.
DJ.
I showed up in boots, and now I want to shoot
Yes.
myself in the head.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Yes.
God.
it
No.
was, it
Yes.
was, but
Yes. Those
it,
songs never failed.
the only
And
song,
multiple people wanted to sing in karaoke. Multiple people
yeah,
want to sing those songs in one night. So
and
you kind
then
of have to like, somebody just sang it.
but
It's fine.
there is one song that I do play all the time, but that's my bathroom song. Whenever I play that song, it's when I go to the bathroom, and it's the electric slide. It's like,
Oh,
yeah, excuse me, baby,
TMI,
you know how
Lawrence.
to do the
TMI.
electric slide. The electric slide. Okay, gotta go. and then I'm gone.
Oh
So
my
it's one of
goodness.
those.
Right.
But no, it's cool. But anyway, sorry to go off on that tangent. It's just that I it was one of those things that was kind of weird. But I think in this day and age, we should be accepting of everything. We should open our minds and quit being so judgmental and just say, you know what,
Absolutely.
it's good for you does not mean it has to be good for me, but that does
Mhm.
not mean that we cannot be friends because of it.
True.
Just be good. That's it. And you
Absolutely.
know what? Hey, that's okay if you like bologna. That's fine. I'm not gonna die because you ate bologna. It's
Right. We're
okay.
not gonna like not be friends.
I
We're
know.
gonna
Oh
like
my
I
gosh.
mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to rethink our friendship if you did that.
it's
Daniel.
like the whole tamale things with ketchup
I
or
know, really.
salsa,
He
right?
puts ketchup on his tamales. Oh my gosh.
It's a never-ending battle. But
Hey, Vic
yes, I
Gonzalez
get
is
you.
here, and Daniel got to see. Yeah, Daniel's doing
Hey
some interviews
Vic.
on
Hey
his show.
Daniel.
Don't forget that Daniel's putting. He's doing some interviews on his show. So if
Vic's
you need
ears
to,
might have
yeah,
been burning because we were talking about that a little while ago.
Aw.
Saludos, everybody.
yes,
Hi.
Vic. Yeah. About the
Yeah.
about the ketchup.
You
Ketchup.
know about the the gala.
Oh, about the radio gala. Thank you so very much, Vic. And I'm kind of excited about, the what's the changes for next year. Hopefully, it'll keep going. I
I
hope that it
know.
does.
I am telling people. I know Vic had said to me there at the gala this year that this might be his last year, and he's trying to look to see if there's somebody else that's going to take over and stuff.
I
Are you
raise
guys?
my hand. I will do it. I don't have a
Yes.
problem.
And
I will
and
do
I'm
it.
already in and I'm already telling people like, yes, well, next year at the gala, when I see you guys, and I said, well, I don't even know if they're still gonna do it. I hope so,
Right.
because
Yeah.
it was my first year attending it, and it was the greatest thing ever for an artist, and I'm sure like for the DJs as well,
Mhm.
because it really is difficult and mostly financial on the artists to like have to drive to Houston, make the expense to do a couple of interviews, and then drive to Dallas, drive to San Angelo where you're at, Austin, San Antonio, everywhere, even the DJs that were there from
Mhm.
out of state, so that was a treat too, and it's
Yeah.
not always possible for us to do it in 1 year to try to get everybody, and just having all of the DJs there and radio stations all in one place,
Mhm.
that was amazing. I loved it, and I really really pray that this continues because I plan
Well,
to go next year, si Dios quiere.
Vic says we found the people. They have their own venue, which is pretty cool.
Ooh, that's even
And
better.
that
Yay.
means that I'm not in it. Thanks you, Vic. Thanks, bud. Really
No,
appreciate it,
of
man.
Oh.
course, of course. You can always help.
It
So we
doesn't.
always
It doesn't
we
hurt.
always need help.
It doesn't hurt.
Vic
That's what
knows.
I
Not
breathe. Just
this
kidding.
can't be done just one person. This
I
this
know.
takes
No,
It's
teamwork.
group
it's right.
effort.
Yeah,
It
no,
takes
and
teamwork.
actually, I see the value in it. I've done it a couple of times, and I see the value. Like you said, there it's valuable for people to come on out. I mean, Des from Shelly Lattice's artist Des
Yep.
from California. He was there. She also had another artist, Kiana. She was from New Mexico. He was there. The people from Michigan, or was it Wisconsin? They were
Was
there.
it Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. They were
Hmm.
there.
Mhm.
There were a lot of people that were there. The gala is always
Yes.
big with full of the people that from the industry, and
Yes.
you are
It
part
was
of it.
awesome.
Aw.
Thank you, Vic. I really do appreciate it. Yes, and it is a big thing, and it's very wonderful, and I am a huge proponent of new artists. Yeah, people know that.
Mhm.
I always try to get new artists on here. I try to get
Yes.
artists on my show, and Ilda, that we make it our mission to try to get music out there, because we believe that good music should be heard. We don't have a, 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 a thing where we believe that we don't necessarily say, well, that's not good enough, that's not good enough.
Right.
Mhm.
The only thing that we say is it has to meet the standard. you know
Exactly.
it has to have the ISRC code. It has to
Oh,
be
okay.
mixed
And that I was like,
correctly.
no pressure.
No, 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 no.
No
It's
pressure.
it's the ISRC code.
Okay,
It's
okay,
Gotta
the
okay.
be
You're
good
talking the
quality. It can't be
technical
like
yeah,
things.
that kind
It
of
has
thing.
to be mixed and mastered. It can't come out of your garage, literally.
Right.
well,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it can come out of your garage if your garage sounds really good.
yeah. And But see, here's the deal. Like if it doesn't have an ISRC code, my automation system will kick it out. It won't play
Right.
it.
Right.
And
And a
it,
lot of people don't. A lot of artists don't know that.
yeah. And see, for me, I do that for the artist.
Hmm.
I can play it if I want to, but I don't want to play it because
Mhm.
the artist won't receive. I am a fully accredited radio station. So the
Right.
artist won't receive any royalties if I play that song without an
Right.
ISRC
Yeah.
code. And
It
so
just
this
makes things
way,
more legitimate, and you keep an order that way. It's
mhm,
fair. It's
yeah.
fair. And
Mhm.
it's not that hard. It's
It's
not that
not.
hard,
No,
everybody.
Vic says
Just to
it's
go out
too
there.
much work needed and you're busy working with our new artist. Yes, thank you so very much, Vic. You don't have to. I mean, I understand, and yes, it is a lot of work, and I do understand. And I am the first group to interview DJs. Yes, Daniel. Yes,
Wow.
and he's the first. Yeah, the first group to interview DJs. Oh yeah, on his Facebook group. He's doing it now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So if you want to do some interviews with Daniel, just go ahead and give him a buzz, and he's got quite a bit of following. And thank you so very much for all
Absolutely.
the things that you do. He
Awesome.
does play some music videos, and he, like I said, he's been
Awesome.
interviewing and doing that, and that's really cool. So
Yes, it
Mhm.
yeah, go ahead
is. That's it is.
and
That's amazing. I mean, and honestly, um, as new artists, still in the industry, you appreciate each and every opportunity that you get, whether it's five
Mhm.
people, 5,000, 500, anything. If you catch one more audience member, person, they potentially spread the word about you, and that's how this
Yeah.
works. And so, yeah, absolutely. So
Mhm.
we don't turn. And we shouldn't turn any interviews down. I believe that the more opportunities we're given, the
Yeah.
better.
yeah,
Absolutely.
there have been I've never really run into anybody turning me down. Actually, we're quite booked. Hilda
Yeah,
can
you don't have
attest
that
to that.
problem.
It's
We're booked to like August, I think. And so
Wow, that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
yeah. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good problem to have.
yes, it is. It's a
Yes.
very good problem to have, but I mean, it's because we reach out, we touch so many people. We do have
Yes.
a great
You all are
audience.
genuine, and we can feel it. The
Mhm.
support is
Aw.
genuine, and
Thank
we
you.
do. We feel it from both of you. Y'all are amazing for our industry, and it helps because when you're a new artist coming into an industry that again was predominantly male, especially as a
Mhm.
female, and you don't have a lot of connections, you don't have a lot of like means financially. You're not. I'm not backed by a label, a recording label, independent artist, and as a lot of us are, and so we don't have the instant connection, to a lot of things. And through you guys, you do, a lot of people in the industry, where to go, what to do, how to get there. And just y'all's advice and just y'all's time helps us get out there, and at least, somebody else will get to know who we are. So thank you.
Aw.
Well, thank you so very much. I mean, it's great I mean, to see that we're doing it. Que pasa, raza? Frankie, promoter in Dallas and host of Rocket Radio Latino Tremendo Thursdays in La Casa. Well, thank
Rocket
you so very much.
Radio. That's
Awesome.
Rocky, hey,
crazy.
nice to see you. Tejano and proud. Thanks so very
Thank
much, Frank. Nice to join us. Thank you
thank
so
you.
very much. Rocket Radio Latino Tremendo. Now, that's a name there, brother. I like that name.
Yeah.
That's a good one. No, it's like I said, it's one of the things that we look forward to is to go ahead and try to help people out, and
Mhm.
try to open the doors and give people the opportunity to go ahead and participate, or not to participate, but to listen to music. We do believe that you have to be given the opportunity to fall in love with the music, and that's what happens with a lot of things,
Mhm.
when they're not
Right.
given the opportunity to fall in love
Hmm.
with the music.
It's true. It's true.
Especially if they get to talk to you and get to know you better, I think they're more apt
Mhm.
to request your
They can
music
make a
more.
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah,
Right. That's super important. I
Exactly.
believe that too. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so that's one of the things. Now, where did you get your motivation? Where did you get this is what I want to do. This is my thing. This is what I want. Where did that come from?
You know, ever since I was young, I've always loved to be in front of audiences. I just knew that I had sort of special talent for that, and not so much in singing because I unlike a lot of the artists or a lot of people's stories, mine is not that of that I've been singing since 5 years old or 4 years old. I have not. I was a cheerleader all of my youth, since the age of
Oh
like
no,
8 or
not a
9.
cheerleader.
Yes, yes. I like to command a crowd and yell and scream.
Your
But
fingers. No,
no,
I'm just kidding.
but I was not a singer and or an entertainer or anything of that sort. I mean, I entertained football crowds and basketball crowds and that kind. It's different.
Yeah.
But I was not into the music yet. My family is a musical family. My father played the bajo sexto in a very popular band way back in the 60s and 70s called los what were they called? Los Cuatitos Cantu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so he played in that, and my dad sings as well. But he never got to fully do it professionally because he was a truck driver and he had family and stuff like that. So he didn't pursue it professionally. He just did it as a hobby. And so I started singing in backyard barbecues when I was literally like 20 to 23 years old. And it started with the whole karaoke thing, right? In the family, and the family, of course, is your biggest fans and supporters. Sometimes, not always,
Not
but
always.
in my case, at the barbecues, the tias and the mom and the dad, and I mean, oh my God, you sound amazing, great, woo, do it again. So, pues esta se la creyó, and I just continued singing at backyard barbecues until it kind of got a little bit bigger, and then back at the time, this was 1995. It was the year Selena was killed. And so that was, you all, I'm sure, remember that year and what you all were doing in life. Well, that it was an explosion of, Selena going on at the time. It was like a big old Selena boom. And so that's where a lot of the contests and karaoke contests and stuff started coming around where it was all Selena music. It was all about Selena, 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 especially for us Latinas,
Hmm.
and young girls who were like trying to sing karaoke and trying to sing, and everything was Selena at the time for 1995, 1996. I was doing a lot of Selena. Then I started getting asked by people in the audience that if I could do their private quinceañera, that if I could sing at their son's daughter's graduation. And it was all like a 30-minute little Selena set. I took my little
Mhm.
karaoke box and a microphone. I had my pistas, and I would sing in the intermission of shows and stuff. And so I started getting practice that way until fast forward 1999. I was still doing it. In the year 2000 is when everything changed for me. I started working in radio at the time here. It was a Regional Mexicano radio station here in the Valley, Cajebete, and I was a radio personality at the time. And Jimmy Gonzalez had just split up from Grupo Más. Well, the band had just split up, and Jimmy decided that he was going to do his own thing with the band and go as Jimmy Gonzalez Grupo Más. So at that year, the year 2000, it was also when their backup singer, Rebecca Valadez, had been invited to sing backup vocals with Janet Jackson
Right.
over in LA. So she was going to leave the Tejano industry for a while to go pursue her dreams in LA, and they were going to be left without a singer. So they approached me and asked if I would do it. And I was excited and terrified because this would be my first professional gig, and it was with Jimmy Gonzalez Grupo Mas. That's like pretty big. That's pretty big.
No
So I
pressure,
was
right?
Nah,
no
not that hard. Come
pressure.
on, man.
I
It's
was,
just that
I mean,
guy.
I
Just a guy.
I had
Just a
no
guy.
idea that right? I had no idea what the anxiety and stress was until then. Before that, everything life was just a party. But yeah, so I went over to Jimmy's house in Brownsville, and he showed me what the songs were going to be and what my role was going to be in the band. And so I was like, okay, let's do this. So I toured with Jimmy for 2 years. That was in the year 2000, 2001, and 2002. And so I was able to do that. That was my very first professional experience singing. And there was one gig that we did, and it was in Monterrey. in Monterrey, Nuevo León. It was at a club called La Fe Music Hall. I think that's what they called it. It was La Fe Music Hall in Monterrey, and I got up on stage, and I kid you not, you could see a sea of people in this big old. It was a big old nightclub, but it was humongous, and it looked like 5,000 people. It
Oh,
was
wow.
huge, and when we got up there, the electricity in the room, the vibe, the energy, everything was so amazing. The music starts, Jimmy Gonzalez always starts his music with the dun, 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 dun. Yeah, he builds it up and you can just feel it all over. And that's when I literally knew I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Like, this is where I need to be. And I fell in love with that feeling of just singing for audiences that were responding and loving every minute of what you were doing. It's the most beautiful feeling in the world. And I was just, yeah, I fell in love with it. So unfortunately I didn't get to continue with Jimmy for too long. After the 2 years, but I had to work, and my bosses at the radio station were like, Mija, you can't be gone every weekend. You're a DJ and we need you on the air. I was a morning show
Wow.
host at the time.
Oh wow,
And so they said,
it's called
you're,
recording.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I
Well,
do. It's-
Playback.
well, they didn't have that back then. Remember, this is the 2000. This is the year 2000 when everything was supposed to crash. Remember, we were supposed to have like it
oh
was
yeah,
supposed to be the end of the
Y2K, the
world. I think.
Y2K trash. Yeah.
Yeah, when it was 1999, about to be 2000, everybody was like, "Oh my God, the world's gonna end." Well, it didn't.
Thank you, Prince.
Thanks, Prince. Thanks for
No,
freaking the whole
right.
world out.
I know. I'm I'm a computer science. I have a degree in computer science with a minor in math.
Nice.
And my
Yeah,
my sister, she called me up. She's like, Lawrence, is the world gonna crash in 2000? And I was like, sweetheart, the last time I ate an apple, I don't remember a microchip being in there.
but people that were not, savvy like that, and we didn't know better. We're just told all around the world that the world was gonna
Planes are
end,
gonna fall out
right?
of the sky.
So we were kind of like when it was like midnight, and we are like 3, 2, 1. We're like, we're still here. So yeah, I guess nothing happened.
And then the other half was going, damn it, man, I didn't pay my rent.
I know. Everybody was ready to die.
I know. He's like, man, I spent my money already. Real quickly, just wanted to say a big shout out to Doña Gasca, Julia. Thank you so very much for joining us. And my favorite name in the business, Patricia Archuleta Fincher Mancini. Oh, I love that name.
Wow.
She puts down under, she says, oh, Lawrence Indio, you are always surrounded by beautiful, talented ladies.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Thank you
how
so very much.
sweet.
Patricia.
Thank you so very much. Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
true. Because I can't sing, that's why I surround myself with beautiful. So if I could sing, then I would be on stage singing.
I have always said everybody can sing. Everybody and anybody can sing. So
I
just
can sing
some
if
do it
everybody
a little
drinks
bit better than
really,
others.
if everybody drinks a lot, I sound exactly like nobody.
Amazing.
But
You sound amazing.
Hey,
I-
originality works.
yes,
Absolutely. Look
we
at
were
Bad Bunny.
prepared here. Go ahead with
Look at Bad Bunny. He
right.
slurs and everything.
He
And
slurs. He
and
doesn't
and
And
have.
he's a
He doesn't.
multimillionaire, so
And he
he
doesn't use consonants either. So
absolutely. So hey, you never
I
know.
want to sit down and ask him, do you understand what the term dangling participles mean? So just, you know,
No.
just, just
No.
wondering. Pluscuamperfecto, does that mean anything to you? We were all prepared here too. I had all the family together in 2000. Oh my goodness. Oh
They were in a
no.
shelter.
They were all together.
Hey, I know
Mom, do
some
we have to
people
eat
that
spam? You better get used to it.
yes.
We got 200 cans of it. It was like, oh my
Some
god.
people were really serious about having those underground
I know.
shelters. It was
Hello, guys.
scary. We don't know. We didn't know if it was going to be real or
I
not.
know. It's. I mean, in practical terms, it's honestly, come on, But
Now we can say that.
yes, in hindsight, you can. I guess that's true. In hindsight, you can. I
Yeah.
was I was to the attune. It was just like, well, if I die tomorrow, I lived a good life.
You were okay with it?
Oh yes, I was fine.
Well,
As
I
long
was
you
a
know,
sophomore in high school,
I'm
so
not afraid of death. It's how I die that I'm afraid of. It's like
Right? Yeah, nobody wants to die
you
a
know,
slow,
I
painful death.
I
just
have
don't make it hurt. That's
I have a ton of flight time. I've got like 185 hours of flight time. I didn't
Oh,
crash. That was cool. And
it'd be instant.
jumping out of planes is okay. But I got friends that are going, "Hey, let's skydive, dude." I did it because it was a job. Not doing it now. It's not gonna happen. So Johnny Hernandez says, "Hello, hey guys, how's it
Hi
I
guys,
think I
Johnny
know
goes,
that
he's like,
guy.
ah, they saw me. Hi, honey.
going?" No, it's just no. I mean, I think we get tied up into a lot of things that is unnecessary. Don't sweat the small stuff. There's really nothing that we can do about what happens when our time comes.
Absolutely not.
The best thing we can do is just live our life the best we can. We have a saying, and as natives, we have a saying: "You live forever on the lips of those that you've loved." So,
That's beautiful. And
so
it's
that
so true.
you know,
And in the hearts.
that's how you are able to live forever. It's how you treat people. So
Absolutely.
try to be a good person. So
Oh.
that's it.
Elder, we're oh, he's so sweet.
I'm like, you just want us to cry tonight, or like,
I'm
oh,
not.
honey, great,
I'm
honey.
just me. I'm
That's
just
two
Lawrence.
for you tonight.
I'm just some guy from Vancouver, Texas. I'm nobody special. I'm just this guy.
Don't say
Oh,
that.
Just
come
this
on.
guy. I'm just this guy. That's it.
No, you're a special guy. You're a special guy to a lot of people.
That's
So
right.
there
No.
you go.
Anyway, anyway, love the song. I love your new song that just came out. I can't pronounce it.
Is it the increíble or the que nadie sepa mi sufrir?
Que nada sepa mi sufrir.
The cumbia.
Yeah.
Yes. So that song, it's originally it's a Sonora song. It was a song that was recorded in Sonora with a Sonora style, Sonora Dinamita, or one of
Sonora
the
di
Sonora,
Manita. Yeah.
right? And so it was made popular by them. So it has that catchy cumbia
Mhm.
beat, and I've always loved that style of music. If I had the opportunity ever in life, I would love to record like salsa and merengue. I don't know. I tell my family that I think I was in another life. I was Puerto Rican or Cuban or Dominican or something like that, because I love like Latin American music. Like I love, oh my God, I love salsa, merengue, bachata. I love all of that tropical music as well.
Aw.
Drop the consonants, baby.
I
Start talking.
love it. Oye, tú, puede que me encanta la música.
Big shout out to my
Yes.
buddy Paul Sanchez, man, from San Angelo, Texas. Paul,
Hi, Paul.
big Tejano
Yeah, so
supporter, man. Thanks
when
very
we were
much.
trying to finish the album, because we were kind of like, we had to finish the album by December, this past December, and we needed 3 more songs to go. And I was like, we don't have a cumbia. Like I have some romantic cumbias in there, the original cumbias that I recorded, but we didn't have like a cumbia, like one of those. And so I said, my husband, Johnny Hernandez, and also my producer, George Ochoa, shout out to them. They were like, well, why don't you record a song that you already do, just in Tejano style? And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So we got this one of my favorites as well. And we just recorded it in our Tejano style with accordion. And did we use bajo on this one? I think yes, the accordion and bajo. And we turned the tropical cumbia into Tejano cumbia. So yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. Have you heard it, Hilda?
I have not. This is going to be my first time.
So let's go ahead and take a listen
I'm
to that
excited.
song. So we're going to go ahead and play it right now, guys. Thank you so very much for joining us. Big shout out to all of those people that are joining us here on Cubo Radio and on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitch and on and everywhere else. This is Marisela's new song. This one is Que Nadie Sepa Mi Sufrir. It's a good song. I'm going to like it. Guaranteed. Oh, that's what I want. Sorry, that's it.
Cuando estoy contigo, aceleras mis latidos, me enloquece cuando juegas con mi piel. Y no sé cómo explicarte que no dejo de adorarte, eres con quien
Confession time. That's the wrong song. I know. Cuando estoy
No, is
contigo.
it?
Yes. But I have the Apple link down there in the bottom. So if you want to buy the song, it's right there on apple.com. The
Aw.
album's
That
Cuando
one
Estoy
was
Contigo.
Cuando
Right
estoy
there.
contigo. Yes, that one was yeah, that one was last year's release, I believe. But
I know. That is my fault. It's
yes,
okay.
that's okay. That's
At least he
okay.
admits it. We're good.
No problem. That song is also on my album, so it counts.
Sure it does. It's okay. I can't
That
believe
song.
I had one job, Lawrence. You had
You
one
had
job.
one job.
One.
No, this
One.
song that we
What?
just watched the video for. As a matter of fact, that one was a song that we got. It was the year. It was during 2020 during COVID, when everybody was on lockdown. And during
Mhm.
the time, my husband and I, of course, my family, we were all into binge watching Netflix series. I'm sure the rest of the world was too, right? And so we came across this one novela in Spanish called well, in English it was called All for Love, and in Spanish it was called something por amor, something amor, in Spanish, but it was a Spanish novela, but in English it was called All for Love. And so this was one of the songs that was on that novela. So it's like 60 episode novela, and we would hear it all the time, and we looked at each other. It was like, that's a cool song, we should do it, we should record it. So we did. Are we out there? So that song comes from a novela on Netflix.
Aw.
Wow, during COVID, that's what you.
During COVID, yes, that's where we picked up this song.
I was
From a-
I was in the hospital during COVID.
the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not the whole time. Most
A
of it.
a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's when I had my transplant.
Oh,
He's an
okay.
overachiever. He gets it all done at one time.
You just want to do everything more than everybody else.
That sucked. No, it was. I would not. I would not advise it for anybody. It was. It was horrible.
No.
But no, it was. It was. I don't even remember most of COVID. So
Well, that's good.
yeah.
It was horrible. It was
Mhm.
horrible.
Well, I mean, I was by myself most of it. So, and it
Mhm.
was funny because I remember football season during COVID sucked because I'm a big Dallas Cowboys fan. Yes,
course.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fans. and so, and the nurse would come in and turn off the TV because I would get excited and my heart monitor would go
Heart,
up.
yeah, and your heart monitor.
And she would like click. What are you? Come on! It's like,
She was like, no, 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 no. You need to be
no,
calm.
you're just like bring
like,
it
calm
down,
down.
and I'm like, I am your father.
Oh my
It's just like
God.
it was
Ay,
super
ay,
funny.
ay, Lord,
I
that's
know.
horrible.
It was super
But we're
funny.
glad that you're here now.
Yeah, no, it was funny though. It was just really funny. That was like, and what was really funny was, I'd be laying there and be like so frustrated because I'm like, oh, I wonder how the game's going. And I knew it was going bad because I could hear the other monitors go off in the hallway where the other people watching the game, dee, 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 where the other rooms would go off as well.
Yes. Were you
It
like,
was
oh
super-
God, another one? Oh God,
No, then
one.
another interception,
Another
man. Damn it.
Ay,
So
ay, ay.
that was pretty funny. Anyway, I do have the song now. Okay,
The
the correct one.
Ooh, let's get it.
Okay.
all right, let's hear it.
Let's hear the song. I'm not even gonna say the name in case I get it wrong.
Que nadie sepa mi sufrir.
Maybe.
Here it goes. Okay. We got the fingers crossed, and it is supposed to be the song. Ah,
Que nadie sepa mi sufrir.
que nadie sepa mi sufrir.
Say
Thank you
it
so
5
very
times
much.
fast.
Que nadie sepa. Nah, not gonna happen. Like, there we go.
No te asombres si te digo lo que fuiste, un ingrato con mi pobre corazón, porque el fuego de tus lindos ojos negros pagaste mal a mi cariño tan sincero, lo que conseguirás que no te nombre nunca más. Amor de mis amores, si dejaste de quererme, no hay cuidado que la gente de eso no se enterará. Que gano con decir que un hombre cambió mi suerte. Se burlarán de mí, que nadie sepa mi sufrir.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us here on QO Radio. Marisela Hernandez.
No te asombres si te digo lo que fuiste, un ingrato con mi pobre corazón, porque el fuego de tus lindos ojos negros alumbraron el camino de otro amor, y pensar que te adoraba tiernamente, que a tu lado como nunca me sentí, y por esas cosas raras de la vida, sin el beso de tu boca yo me vi. Amor de mis amores, amor mío que me hiciste, que no puedo conformarme sin poderte contemplar. Ya que pagaste mal a mi cariño tan sincero, lo que conseguirás que no te nombre nunca más. Amor de mis amores, si dejaste de quererme, no hay cuidado que la gente de eso no se enterará. Que gano con decir que un hombre cambió mi suerte. Se burlarán de mí, que nadie sepa mi sufrir.
Oh yeah, there we go, there we go.
Yay!
Hey, I got it right. I did something
I love
correct.
That is so awesome. I love it. Great
Thank
job on
you.
that.
It's great. It's a great
Thank
song.
you.
And I even
Yes.
changed up your Apple thing so that way it's just you. It's not just the phone. So, but
Thank you.
see right here. Look at that. There you go.
Oh, that's so pretty.
So, it's very good. It was a
Are
good
you
song.
all-
It's a really good song.
I can only
Mhm.
see half of Hilda's face. Is that normal?
Only half of my face. It's okay.
No,
Oh, look at that.
it's all all of it's there.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Emma, what part of my face can you see? The left, the
I-
right, the
No,
bottom,
no, no,
or
no,
the
no.
top?
I can only I can only see I can't see your eyes.
Oh, that's a good thing. Nobody needs to see my eyes.
Ah!
Let's
No, I
not
can see
go
like from here
there.
to
So if I
here.
duck down my
But we know it's you. It's okay. We know. It's
but
you.
do you though?
Do you really
Of
know?
course.
It could be my top.
I won't. I'll have. The only way that I'll make sure that it's you is if you sing something. Let me see.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
no dice.
Like the voice. I'm gonna do sing, Ariel.
Nobody wants to
sing.
hear me sing tonight. I'm actually really how do I say it?
Congested.
I'm not congested. Okay, so long story short, I had COVID back in July.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had COVID, it didn't even feel like I had COVID. I just lost my voice.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I thought I was just ronca, from all the traveling, because at the time I was on the road with Adasa. So then I come home, and like a couple days later, I test positive for COVID. Well, apparently one of the side effects or one of the things that you have with COVID, one of the symptoms is losing your voice. It's like your voice. That was the only thing I had wrong, was just my voice. Since then, and I haven't even told anybody this, it's kind of just been on the down low, but since then I've had to work on getting my voice back. So my stamina is not what it used to be. I used to go 4, 5, 6 hours and sing straight, full throttle, no problem.
Yes.
Now I'm lucky if I can do 45 minutes without starting to go hoarse.
Absolutely.
So,
I've gotten COVID a total of 3 times since 2020.
Mhm.
I got it in 2020, and then I got it in 21, and then I got it late 20 November of 22. So I've had it 3 times, and although the 3 times that I did get the COVID, I didn't get it like hardcore, like in the hospital, anything like that, gracias a Dios. But it did affect also I like you said, I used to be able to sing 2 hours like
Mhm.
full throat, and I have a very strong, powerful voice. And now if I do 30 minutes, I'm like me falta el aire poquito. Sometimes I've had like problems, or not problems, but I've had to do a lot of work to my
Mhm.
conditioning. My conditioning is just, it seems like I run before I sing, that I'm running out of breath. And all of that has
Yeah.
to do with COVID. Yeah,
Mhm.
the pulmonologist told me the same thing. Um and my rheumatologist and all my doctors were like the same thing. They're like, it affected your respiratory system in such a way that, it's taking a toll on your vocals and your singing. But yeah, it's just a part of, it's
Yeah.
a part of
It's two thumbs down.
damn
Okay.
COVID.
I wish it was my breathing, because the breathing, at least I know how to fix that, right? Go run, go lay down and sing. Like I know all those really cool techniques,
Mhm.
but I go hoarse. Like, so
You
it,
lose your voice.
yes. And so I'm just like, okay, well, what is this? And I've been to doctors, I've had the scans. I'm like, is it nodes? Like that's always the big thing. Is it nodes? Do I
Right,
have nodes on my
right.
vocals? No, I don't. There is nothing there. They look beautiful. It's
Wow.
just, I think, and this is kind of what we're guesstimating on, is that it's just going to take time. It's going to take what it
Hmm.
takes to get it back. And I have to constantly keep working at it. So,
Hmm.
yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So I did a lot of singing this weekend. And so now I'm just like, okay, I'm recovery mode. So
Yeah, you gotta
it
lay
used
low.
to take me like a day of vocal rest and I was fine. But
Hmm.
now it's gotten to the point where it's like 3-4 days before I'm like, wow, okay, I'm back 100% again. So I really have to pace myself when I do things.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
really plan. I've never had to plan. I'm just like, okay, I can do 4 or 5 nights in a row and I'm fine, and not anymore. So
Not anymore. It's our
it's
new
okay.
reality.
For now, because it's gonna come back and I know it is. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
it's like my whole range is there, which is crazy.
That's
So
awesome.
my range is there. So that's how we know it's not nodes too, is that my
But it
range.
just lasts a little bit.
Yes. And so when I get tired vocally, you'll hear it in my mid range. So I can still do all my high notes. I can still do all my low notes, but my mid range, it sounds, how do I say it? It sounds like you're singing and then somebody's going over there and just muting the microphone like every other word.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
does.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah. So,
It'll come back. Yeah.
it'll,
Like anything else, it's a muscle. So you just work it out and work it
yeah,
out again, and little by little it'll come
exactly.
back. It's
Yeah.
rehab.
When it's ready, it'll just magically appear again. And I'll be like, hey,
Absolutely.
nice to see you
Absolutely.
again. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't have a singing voice, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. I don't have one. I wish I did.
I don't have
Mine's
one.
just like me, you, me. That's it.
Hey, that's not
So
bad though.
no, that's don't even try, girl. Don't even
Oh, come
try with
on,
me. That's
Lauren.
not even cool, man. That's harsh.
Freaking raw.
You can do it.
No way, Kate. Hey, you remind me of that story that I said about my cousin, man, who wants to go to the. He's all choloed out, with all these tattoos and everything else, and he's got like freaking a cross on his forehead, and he's got tattoos on his face and everything else, and he wants to go to Hollywood to become an actor, and I'm like, really? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Nah, dude.
You never
Oh, I'm telling
know.
you, man, I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. And I was like, right. I don't know.
No,
I
maybe
can't,
like
I
Law and
can't.
Order.
Yeah,
I
as
mean,
a criminal, no, but he wants to be taken as a serious actor. But yeah, I can see him. Like, you're gonna be in the next Braveheart movie where Mel Gibson's riding around on his horse.
Well, nowadays
They
there's
can take
makeup
our
for that
lives,
stuff.
but they won't take our freedom. And he's back there going, "Orale puto, let's do this."
There's plenty of parts for people with like that, like cholos with
there are.
tattoos. There's
Mhm.
plenty of parts. Yes. Tattoos are okay now. Back in the day, they were kind of like
Not on
scary,
your
but
face, baby. Not on your
Well,
face.
now
You
they
know,
have all that
it's-
really cool makeup that covers it,
I was just
and
gonna say that there's makeup for that now, and it's like,
yeah.
man, it's like
what
full
is that?
coverage
That
makeup.
airbrush stuff? They can airbrush it. It's like it's a
Oh
whole
yeah,
thing.
no
Well, when
problem.
I saw him, I was
You
just like,
tell your primo to go to
so
Hollywood. He can do
yeah.
it.
I was like, so you've given up on climbing the corporate ladder, huh?
Never give up.
Hey, there's home airbrushing. Okay, there it is.
just,
They
just
sell it on
saying.
QVC. I've seen it.
Yeah, yeah, it works. Everything on QVC works. I
Right?
know, right? Definitely. It's like buy now and you get your John the Baptist shower curtains. Yeah, it's like, it's like, oh, serious.
I know.
No, no. It's just like what you think. Man, you're smart. You need to get on one of those game shows, local. I'll be your manager. Oh no.
Does he really talk like that though?
No, he does not.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
was like,
kidding.
that's so cool.
No.
That sounds like a character of
I
some
know,
movie
no.
in Hollywood.
I make that up. It's just
Uh-oh.
like I have I have a friend in Japan who I buy some of my camera equipment from, and he sold me a lens, and he's like, "Oh, Lorenzen, lens not very good. It's got lots of scratches." And I was telling a friend of mine, and he's like, "Really? He talks like that?" And he's like, "Nah, dude." He's like, "Yo, bro, it's not really good." But it sounds so much better when it's like, "Oh, Lorenzen,"
Yes,
you know. And
accents make everything sound so much better.
it's like, nah, he's like, "Yo, bro, what's up?" You know, and that's what he sounds. So,
That's funny.
but I don't know. It's just that's harsh. But no, I used to do voices for telephone for the answering calls. You remember when you used to have like the custom calls
So,
for
like
your
the
phone?
1-900 number, or
No. When your phone would ring. Yeah, that's right. Hi,
I
thank you for
had
calling
you know,
Cessna.
900
your
number.
left yourself was so wide open.
My name is facetious.
Mm.
I like pickles.
Ooh.
Pickles. It's just- no.
I'm like,
I got hairy legs and pickles. It's like-
No, anyway.
oh my goodness, me and Mr. Love Master are sharing. We're sharesies. He's such the pig, you know. It's just-
wow. You see, you do have that talent.
no, I don't. I just
Yeah, I can never do that.
no, that's horrible. So anyway, no,
Before I so horribly took us way left over there.
I know we really did just went
I know
so
people
far.
like, where are they going with this?
Where did we go? We're just talking about sexy pickles right now. We just
Hey, the door opened, so I stepped in it.
it's just it's those radio call shows in the morning, and
Oh
that was
yeah.
that's one of the best things when you're like on a radio show and you get to call sex lines in the morning,
Oh.
Oh my god.
because that's the best time to call them early. Who calls sex lines in the morning? And the
Yeah,
people
really.
work it, and they're not. Come on, and then they have to work it, because it's like, and they answer, and you're like, "So, are you hairy?" "Oh yes, I'm very hairy." Like all over. Like, do you have a mustache? You're just like, "Do you have a mustache? Do you have like one eyebrow?" Do you have like long nostril hairs? And I mean, oh my gosh, yes, I do. Oh yes, and that doesn't even make sense. But people are like, yes, who does that? Why? I don't know.
He's like, what kind of interview is this? What? You're just walking in. What? What kind of interview is? Are you still on the same one?
I want pickles.
She's like, Johnny, come save me now.
He peeked in the room like,
Do you need help? If you need help.
I'm like, I'm by myself. Rick went to the store.
yeah, he's probably watching on his phone going,
He's like, I'm not going home. That's probably what he's saying.
The good thing is my in-laws don't watch this show, because if they did, they would
Oh.
be like, "Damana soblin, damana sob,"
right?
spraying their phone with some holy water. It's
Yeah,
like,
totally.
he needs an exorcist. So,
En español dice, necesita una barrida.
what?
una barrida, when they do you a barrida with an egg for
Oh
ojo,
yeah,
or
I've seen it.
or some use like
get the
ramitas,
get the egg on you and everything. What happened, dude? They gave me the
spiritual
oho.
cleansing.
They gave me the oho guy. It's just like I never understood any of that. It's just like they give you
No,
the you got to have the egg and then the ojo and all that
the
other stuff.
egg is supposed to. The egg is known to like collect vibes. It attracts. It doesn't collect. It attracts vibes. And so if you're feeling that there's negative vibes on someone or in the room or whatever, usually to a person, because people can transmit negative vibes or any kind of vibes. And so they
Hmm.
use the egg to attract all of the negative vibes or envy or anything that you call it to attract. And it's supposed to attract to the egg, and then that's why they crack it open and then they throw it out. Throw out all those vibes.
Yeah, but the egg is like real expensive now. They're like $12 an egg.
Now, yeah, so
As
twelve
now it's
dollars.
just an Easter egg. It's like
Yeah,
a plastic one now, and then you just put
yeah, we
the
had to use the
eggs.
plastic
Reusable
ones now.
ones.
Ruben Lopez, hello from Tejano Roots Hall of Fame Museum.
Ruben,
Ruben,
how are
President and
you?
Hi,
CEO.
Ruben.
How are you doing, Ruben? Thank you so very much for joining us, brother. Man, I do appreciate you being
Absolutely.
here.
Speaking of
Speaking of,
Tejano Roots, our Cinco de Mayo festival is coming up.
very good.
Cinco de Mayo. We're gonna be having a festival in Alice, Texas, May the 5th and the 6th. It's a
May the
2-day
5th.
event, and I will
That's
be
a
doing
Friday and a Saturday.
a Friday and a Saturday. It's a barbecue cook-off, music, boots, fun, family, all just a whole bunch of
Am
great
I
things
invited?
going on. Absolutely, you have
Oh,
to
not
go.
as a not as I don't want a ticket. I want to
You want to
be
be a
a
judge on the barbecue cook-off, right?
no. I want to be an
Yes, you do.
artist. I
You
Oh,
want
want
to
to
you
be
be
an
want to
an
be an
artist? You
artist?
want to sing?
yeah. Cumbia
Absolutely.
Champs, saludos Guadalupe Productions. Thank you very
Yeah.
much, Cumbia
Oh,
Champs. No, no,
hi.
okay. So we were
Cheers,
talking about
Guadalupe.
okay. So in
He's giving
Alice,
me a check on
Texas.
fast. Okay, hold on.
Alice, Texas, May the 5th and the 6th,
Mhm.
festival going on. And I'm going to be performing my Laura Canales tribute show on
Awesome.
Saturday the 6th.
Oh.
Friday, I'm going to be there as a judge. So I'm gonna be judging the barbecue contest. Johnny and I are going to be
Oh,
judging the
I'm
barbecue.
jealous.
Jelly, jelly,
I
jelly.
know, I'm
Ruben, I'm
excited. I
jealous
don't know
of
which one I'm
you.
more excited for.
I mean, but
Uh,
I'm gonna be honest. I go for the food all the time. So
right? I'm here for the food and the drink.
No, 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 no. I have been invited to all kinds of contests like that. The first time I got invited was the Miles Cotton Festival, and they asked me to be a judge, a celebrity judge. And so I was like,
Nice.
well, thank you so very much. I'm not a celebrity, but I will go and judge. I will definitely take my part in tasting all this wonderful brisket.
Yum.
But there is a thing. I am allergic to both onions and peppers. And
Oh, wow.
living in Texas, every person known to man in Texas
Uses
believes that
onions.
everything needs to have onions and
Yes.
peppers.
Of
So
course.
I made it to like 3 plates and then I was on the
Hilda's
floor.
like,
I was on the floor. What happened? I don't know. I just got here myself. I just- it was just, it
you're
was
like, so who
bad.
won?
It was so bad. It was so bad. I
Oh,
didn't. No, no. And
oh,
then I don't know why it has to be so hot. What's the obsession with Hispanic people and hot things? You have the hot Cheetos. You have they have
supposedly,
blue
yeah,
chips
supposedly it just gives it a burst
of what your
of,
tongue falls off, and then
well, I mean, if you
right?
put too much on it, of
It-
course it will.
I've
But
seen
If
just
you
put
kids
put
too
walk
too
around
little.
with
much
a
of
giant
anything,
bag of blue jalapeno things that are so super
Takis,
hot.
those Takis things,
Hmm.
See, I can't do
Yeah.
all that hot stuff. I just can't.
Geneva, how
those
are you
are
doing,
horrible. Yeah.
sweetheart? Hola,
And I
mi
Hi,
can do a
amigo
little
hermoso,
Geneva.
felicidades,
Geneva,
saludos. Geneva, thank you so very much for
lovely.
making it back, sweetheart. We miss you. All right. Make sure y'all vote for Ilda
That's
and
right.
Marcela. Vote,
What
vote,
The
what are they
vote.
voting for?
the Guadalupe Awards, Conjunto Awards,
Oh,
are going to be in Houston. I don't have the exact date, but I think Andrew's on here. He can let us know. So yes, you were nominated. You didn't know?
No, I didn't know. This is the first day here. Thank you. Yeah, y'all go vote. Come vote.
I just heard
I don't know
today
where it's
also
at,
this
y'all, but
morning.
y'all go vote.
I just heard this morning as well, and so we were nominated in the
Yay,
Guadalupe
congratulations,
Conjunto
friends.
Awards. Thank you, and congratulations to you too.
Oh, thank you.
I want to
Uh,
say
well,
you
I
were
wasn't. I
nominated in
wasn't
the
nominated.
either the female entertainer of the year or the female vocalist of the year.
That's cool.
Yeah, something. Need to check them out.
Am I nominated for Miss Congeniality? Please. That's like my dream. No.
No. So,
All right.
It's June 24th, according to Cumbia Champs. Thank you so very
As it
much,
speaks up.
buddy. Mhm.
it's
And
what June
June
24th.
24th,
June 24th.
yes. And replying to Ruben, saludos, Ruben. Okay. But yeah, he says that it's June 24th is the
June 24th. I need to put that on my calendar now.
put
Yes,
it down in the
ma'am.
calendar. Hey, congratulations to you guys, man. That's
Thank
really
Thank
cool.
you.
you.
Yeah, so there's already a link going around. I did share it to my page. And if you cannot find it on an artist page, you can look under Cumbia Champs, Cumbia with a K Champs, Andrew's page, and he's under the Guadalupe Conjunto Awards. You can get the link there, and all of the nominees are listed. So y'all vote for your favorite artist.
Oh, yes. I'm going to have
Yes,
to go to your page and
cool.
steal the link.
Let me
There you
steal the link
go.
so I can
I am
vote for
I
myself.
am
Hey, like,
I am
I'll vote
also
for you if you vote for me.
I
I'll
am
vote for you and you vote
Further
for
out.
me. Yeah, yeah. I'll vote for you. You vote for me.
Y'all go vote for Marisela. Like, hey.
yeah, there you go. Vote for me. I am nominated for Bob Spanish word also, and so the award, and so I happily
Oh,
accept
so
it.
I just got it. Oh my god.
You just slow, mija, slow. It's okay. The
I
Cinco de Mayo
know.
is a fundraiser to kick off the Tejano Roots ceremony 1 week of the first week of January. Also, Ilda, you and Rick are scheduled to be with
Oh,
us.
I'm invited.
Yay!
Hey, can I be a judge too, Ruben? I want to be a judge. I love food. Let me be a judge.
Yeah. Congratulations, Queens. Geneva
You're
says
like,
so.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
so
You know what?
much.
Hey, I didn't know if you know this. Geneva has like she's a mentor for this young lady that we interviewed last week, wasn't it, Ilda?
Yes, it was last week.
Last week, and she's just, I mean, this young woman has such talent. 20 years old. She's in Berkeley, and just Geneva, just
Super humble.
yeah, super
Geneva's doing
humble, and
amazing
yeah,
things. Yes,
just
congratulations to Geneva.
amazing
But
things. You,
she's a go-getter. She's a
yeah,
go-getter. And the one, one of many things that Geneva has taught me is you have to work. Like
mm,
nothing is gonna come for free. The recognitions are not gonna come for
Mhm.
free. Your music that's out there, airplay. All just things don't happen if you don't work for them. And Geneva works her butt off, and congratulations because
Yes.
yeah, she's so deserving of everything that is coming to her, both in her personal
definitely,
and professional life because she's worked so super hard and she motivates everybody in this industry and beyond. And so that's
Mhm.
huge. That's huge for her to also be an artist that's like trying to make it in this industry, but at the same time, she takes the time to step back and mentor
Yeah.
others and help others. And in any way that she can, she does. So, Geneva, you're amazing. I love you. I thank you for all your support. And I always wish you the best.
yeah,
Super cool. That's so awesome. That's so inspiring.
We
yeah,
do,
very,
we do,
very,
we do. We
very
support
cool.
each other a lot. I try as well. Also following in Geneva's example is that, I may not know a whole lot, but the little bit that I do and the experience that I do have, there's other girls that are younger than me and are newer than myself, even in the industry that are
Mhm.
just trying or that are interested in trying to get into the industry, and I can at least support them and give them uh, el apoyo, as support and just say, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? We're here. We're here to support you. Go for it. You have a dream. You want to do this. Go for it. So you never know if you're going to make it or
Mhm.
not in this industry until you try. And some will, some won't, and
Yeah.
some songs are going to hit, some are not. But you got to keep trying if this is what you want to do, and just don't give up. And I think that we need to support each other, especially us as women in the industry, we need to support each other, and I can't say that enough. So I always try to support the women in our industry, and I, hopefully, receive that support back from the girls. But yeah, I just wish everybody the best. We're
That's
all
right.
here. There's room for
Mhm.
everybody, and
Exactly.
everybody has their talent, and each of us. Talent deserves to be seen and noticed and heard, and at least given an
Mhm.
opportunity, like you said, Lawrence. We
Hmm.
deserve an opportunity. Each of us deserves an opportunity, at least to be heard. If the people like it, they'll like it. If they don't, that's okay. But at least we were given the opportunity.
Give the opportunity to be heard. Give the
Yeah,
opportunity. She says, "Oh,
yeah.
thank you, amiga." That's what she said.
And
And
she's
green,
crying. You made her
and
cry.
yeah, and green looks amazing on you. She said.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
it
you.
does. You look beautiful.
That's
Oh, thank
right. And
you.
you're right. Nothing is for free. Well, I get my ice cream for free when I go to Dairy Queen and I accidentally fall down.
Why? How do you do it?
I just slip and fall. Ow!
Ow. Here's
Can I
an
get a
ice
free ice
cream,
cream?
little boy.
They're like, yeah, that's better than a lawsuit, right?
Yes, that's why. And then
I
they're
thought
like,
you were I
"Gosh,
thought you were gonna say you use your call experience.
no, it's
Oh
not
no.
that. It's not that at all." And why are you giving people apoyos? They don't need more chicken.
Chicken?
That's just eggs.
Hey,
Yes, because
Rick just went to go get me a chicken. Like I kid you not.
chicken.
He
So
texted me a little while ago.
they ran out of eggs, so they used the apoyos and they put it on there.
The translation and give them a pollo, give them a chicken.
I
All right.
know.
Because chicken is good for you.
Yeah,
Chicken
no, Rick
knows
just
about
texted
it
me,
good.
"What do you want from HEB?" And I was like, "I want a rotisserie chicken because I love HEB rotisserie chicken. Like
Oh,
that's
they're
where it's at.
so good. Yes.
So
Yes. They're
All
the
so good.
lemon
rotisserie
pepper is
chicken
where
is
it's
good.
at.
Mhm. But
Ooh.
no, that's good. I mean, it's good to have that support, and that's one of the things that you know what it reminds me of something that Madison Polido said. I had done some promo pictures with Madison, and she was doing an interview at KLMO that afternoon, and that was one of the questions that the big boy had asked her. He's like, "Hey, right off the bat, don't think about it. Just the first thing that comes to your head. What do you don't like about Tejano music?" And that was kind of an odd question to ask her, just like that. But she thought about it, and she's like, "We need more unity, you know." And so
I agree.
it's true that we do need more unity, and there
Absolutely.
everyone tries, everyone does try,
Mhm.
and that's what we do. And going back to that thing that we started off today with the Bad Bunny conversation and everything else.
Mhm.
Bad Bunny's cool, don't get me wrong, but to me, I'd rather spend my conversation about Tejano music on Tejano music, and we need to support ourselves. He doesn't need our help. He doesn't need us to help elevate his music. He doesn't need
Right.
us to help him move forward. We need to help ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, they
100% I agree.
that's what we need to be doing. And
We do.
so that is where my goal is. That's what I want to do. That is where I push it.
Mhm.
I when I listen to music, I listen to it as not necessarily an insider, but as an outsider, because of the fact that I hear the music first, then I have to translate it. And Hilda, you know this. We've shared lots of conversations where
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hey, Grace, this song is about love. And she's like, no, it's not. She said amor 4 times. And she's like, nope, that's not it. And it's
Wrong.
Right.
because, the translation's not there. But the
Right.
song is what gets me. And so that makes me a lover of the music,
Mhm.
not necessarily of the
Mhm.
lyrics right off the bat. So the structure is what I like about it. The structure and the elaborating structure of it. Like you say, you like, salsa and merengue and bachata and everything else.
Mhm.
Well, salsa is the core. You add the steel guitar, you have bachata. You up the beats by 4 beats, then you have merengue.
Mhm.
It's all formulaic. Norteño is formulaic.
Mhm.
See what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Tejano is not. It's an influence of rock and roll and country music and soul and rap and all these other
Right.
different genres of music. It's put and that's what makes it its own thing. And
Mhm.
so,
Yeah.
uh, uh, when we have artists like Ilda and like you, Marisela, that are grabbing songs and making it your own and changing it and making it grow and making it different, we need to embrace that. We far
Yeah.
too long have accepted the status quo and not said, "Oh, well, that's not Tejano. Why not?"
Right.
That's the question that has not been answered. I don't have outside of the fact that if it does not fit within norteño and does not fit within merengue, I don't understand why that moniker has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two things that gets me about Tejano music. We should be embracing new music all the time. There are lots of
Right. I
people that
agree.
do not embrace new music. They just
Yeah.
they shun it and they say they don't like it because
Yeah.
it's not
Because it
it's not
doesn't
Joe
follow
Lopez.
that format.
Yeah, it doesn't follow the format. It's not Joe Lopez. It's not
Mhm.
Selena. It's not Jay, or it's not
Right.
Emilio. It's not on any of these.
Right.
Yeah.
That I don't understand. And the
Yeah,
other
me
one,
either.
yeah, the other part that I don't understand is why there has to be the reaffirmation of I'm a Mexicano when you're the fourth generation American. You can adhere to your culture, but you will never be a Mexican because you've been a fourth generation American. You
Mhm.
can still embrace your culture, but also embrace who you are. You can
Mhm.
never walk backwards. You can only walk forwards. And so be who you are. Don't try to be something else.
Yeah.
Because they will never accept you as an equal, as the same, because you're not.
Mhm.
They will hear it in your voice. They will hear it in how you speak,
Yeah.
no matter how many times you try.
Yep.
So that's the way I see it. But that's why
Yeah, you make a
I'm
lot of
hugely motivated to try to get new music out there for people to hear because it needs to be heard. Replying to Ruben Lopez brother. Oh, hey. So, but anyway, that was that was what I was saying about new music.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree. I think that a lot of the people in our industry, they they ask for more because they don't want the genre to die, but yet when we produce more, and a lot of artists are producing more,
Mm-hmm.
they're not ready to accept it because it doesn't fit the old format. Like
Right,
you said, it doesn't fit the Selena, the Emilio,
right.
the Mas, the older school Tejano. And so it doesn't allow us the opportunity to be able to grow the industry when they don't
Mm-hmm.
allow us to get out of the box.
Correct.
And if we stay in the box and do that old school, then everybody wants to be the next Selena. Everybody wants to be the next Emilio. Everybody wants to be the next one.
Yep.
And so either way, and so that, yeah, it does come down to the support.
Yeah.
The support in this industry, we need there to be more support. We need the people to be more open, as you had mentioned before. We need people to be more open to giving people a chance. Give
Well,
people a chance so we can grow
how
this
how
industry.
is how
Yeah.
is this? Some of the people like that conversation that I was saying earlier about this whole Bad Bunny conversation. Some of the people that were making comments about how you should accept it and it's fire and all this other stuff were the same people that I've heard say, well, if you don't have a band, you're not a singer. Bad Bunny doesn't have a band.
Nope. It's all tracks.
Yes.
So which one is it?
Yeah. What is
Where
it
do you
exactly?
stand on this
I
music?
just feel like the people that make those type of observations and comments are just looking for an excuse to not support.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know,
Correct.
I
Because look, I know people that sing with bands that cannot sing with tracks. They can't do it. And I know people that sing with tracks that cannot sing with bands. And I know people that do backup that can't sing in front of a band, and people that sing lead that cannot sing backup. It is all talent.
100%.
It is all talent. Hilda is there. She is there. That woman can do all kinds of things.
Oh,
And
Lauren.
there's people, trust me, there are people that can't even touch her. They're not even close. But
Agree.
they will, hey, you know what? I can do that. Well, can you? You know what? Do a track. See if you can keep in time. Stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
Stay in the pocket because that's a key thing with a track. You knock out of that pocket, it's everybody's gonna know.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, can you
Right.
start that again? Which I've done
Yeah.
before. But
And
Yeah.
it's and
let's
it's
start
like I
again.
was saying earlier when we first started the conversation. Not every artist is gonna have that golden voice.
Mhm.
Correct.
Not every artist is gonna have that hot body that you want
Correct.
to look at.
What are you
Not
talking about?
every
Mine is so hot, okay?
Right. Well, because every what's hot to one person might not be to another, and what's hot to
Exactly.
some
It's
is not. So
opinions.
yeah. So there, everybody has their what they like, and there's there's room for everybody. That's what I say.
Correct.
There's room for everybody. And just because you don't like what you're seeing or what you're hearing in this particular artist, don't shut your doors. Don't shut
Correct.
your doors. Just
Yeah.
support. And there's plenty
There,
of artists to support right now.
Yep.
that's
There's
exactly it.
plenty.
I think
That's
what it really
exact-
comes down to, though, for me, for an artist, is the confidence level. Like, if the artist believes enough in themselves and they get up there and they do it and they feel beautiful and they feel like they sound beautiful, then guess
Confidence.
what? It exudes and like people feed off of that vibe.
It does.
And
Absolutely.
you are going to have the negative people. You're always going to have the negative
Correct.
people. And I kind of like, Taylor Swift's approach, just write a song about them and then put it out and say, okay, next, just move on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, we do need more support. I love that there's so many talented ladies out there right now doing their thing and they're tearing it up. And Marisela, you're right there with them. Geneva's right there with them. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And it's so beautiful to see all of the women come and support each other.
Mm.
I think that it would be really great to start seeing more of the women in the industry, whether you have a full band or whether you don't, you have a borrowed band. All of that is secondary stuff. Allow all these women have more events where more women are on those flyers. I don't get tired of saying this, is that we see the flyers still to this day, and you will see 8 of the bands that are the male dominated bands and one girl, one female artist. Okay, it's a start, but we need to see a little
We need to do better.
Yeah, we need to do better. Because how else are we gonna, grow this industry and allow there to just be more? The more, the better, and give the opportunity to the women in the industry that are trying to get out there right now, so that in 5 years we can potentially be, headliners. We can potentially be more popular to where we would get invited as, to get better spaces, at the dances and at the festivals and stuff like that. So, but it has to start somewhere. People have to give us a chance.
And who says that it has to be 5 years? It doesn't have to be. It could be just one song.
It could be, or it could be 1 year. But bottom line, they have to give us the opportunity to be on those
Correct.
flyers,
And that's
to be on those lineups.
Yeah.
Invite us to open shows if that's what it's going to take. But I continue to see just the support in the industry for the male dominated bands, and which they're great. I can't take away from them, but you have to give the women in the industry an opportunity to grow.
And you know what? I think that there is a movement to where it is starting to happen. So you start seeing, more females included. And it's not so much, and Sonia de la Paz's fabulous vocabulary of words, it's not just a sausage fest all the time.
Right.
We do have women. And I mean, she just coined that so beautifully. And it just stuck, but
yeah.
You start seeing it. We're starting to see the movement happen. We're starting to see more women out there. And it takes exactly what it is that we're doing. Women are now saying, look, I'm here. Hear me roar. I'm amazing. I know I'm amazing. You're going to hear me and you're going to think I'm amazing. And guess what? So is everybody else. And that's where it starts. And I think that's one thing that we have going for us, is that all of these talented women out there right now, they all have confidence and they're tearing it up and they are all super talented. I honestly cannot tell you an artist, a female artist right now, whether they're new or they're seasoned, that I can't say that they're a Madonna, because they all have talent and they're all amazing. And it's so refreshing and wonderful, because now it's like, wow, can you imagine the collaborations that come out of that? Because it's going to happen. And there's going to be some really amazing music coming at us in the form of collaborations with just the ladies, man. It's just, they're tearing it up. So my hat's off to all the ladies out there right now doing their thing, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's the one thing also. It's not gimmicky. It's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. They are out there, they're singing their songs, they all have value in what they're putting out there. It's not a gimmick. They're not out there because they're
you don't have to.
They're not out there in neon pink tutus. It's real talent that's out there on the stage.
You don't have to have purple hair or whatever. Right, it's just like, hey, this is who I am. I'm proud of it. And this is who I am as an artist. There is no gimmick. There's no hype to it. There's no nothing. This is me. Take me as I am, because I am enough.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
they're
so
definitely individuals. They're definitely individuals, but
mhm,
they're not relying on gimmicks in order to get
exactly.
noticed. They're
Right.
relying on their talent, they're relying on their songs, they're relying on their music, and that's what makes them so much better as artists because of the fact that they have that talent. And it's not just girls; it's also some of the newer guys that are coming out as well. And I will tell you this, and I've said this before. I was one of the people that at the beginning were saying, "Oh man, this woman takeover," and it's incorrect. It's not a
Hmm.
woman takeover. It is finally women are getting the respect that they deserve from the very
Yes.
beginning. They should have gotten this respect from the very beginning. They're
Yeah.
finally
Yeah.
getting the respect that they deserve. That is where we're at. That is why I'm saying it's a good place for women now.
Hmm.
They're getting that attention that they deserve from the very beginning,
Yeah.
which we should have
I
given it.
agree. And thank you,
And
because it starts with people like you that
Yes.
give us the opportunity and give us the space and give us the airspace and your audience. You're sharing your audience with us. And, we're grateful. I'm grateful. And I know that I speak for many of us. Thank you so much.
well, that's what we're here for. We're not here to play music because we like it or we don't like it. We're here to play music because it's as a the honorable thing is to give people the opportunity to fall in love with the music, give it a chance.
Hmm.
Um, the dishonorable way is just to play music because we like it or we don't like it. I always fall back to the story of Bobby Pulido when Desvelado came out, and I hated that song. I hated it, and it taught me a very valuable lesson because it's a platinum winning song, but it taught me the lesson that not every song that I hate is not a good song,
Hmm.
and not
Right.
every song that I love is a good song. It should be given an opportunity to like it. So,
That
Yeah.
is perfect.
y-
That's a
you know,
perfect example. Yeah.
Hmm.
so it's not and it's no commentary on Bobby or his music or anything else. It's just
No, no, no. But
it's
and that goes, in many situations, because it's not
Yeah.
just because you like something,
correct,
everybody's gonna like it and it's gonna be a hit. And not just
Hmm.
because you don't like it,
correct.
it's gonna bomb. No. So you're absolutely right.
hmm
100%.
And let it evolve. Let people give them the opportunity to decide for
To
themselves
decide.
and
Yes.
let it happen. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of and I've shared this story before. Like you, I was in radio and I was with a Spanish station. And the program director that I took over for, he had a box of CDs, and I asked the secretary. I was like, "What's this box for?" And she's like, "Well, he didn't like any of those songs." And I was like, "He listened to all these songs?" And she's like, "No." Back then, Fonavisa and Disa and all of them, they would send their new music. They would put like a chick with that was on a bikini or something like that on it,
Hmm.
and if it didn't have that, he would just toss it into this box.
Oh wow.
He didn't care. And so if it didn't visually please him, or if he didn't see it as whatever, he would just toss it in this box. So I was like, that was stupid to me. So I went and I took it home and I listened to every song in the box, every song. And
Wow.
I pulled out a little over 50 songs out of this one. And I said, these are going to go on the radio station. And I took 17 of these songs. These are hit songs. These are going to go on heavy rotation. And I was also one of the DJs, the head DJs over there at Graham Central Station, which was this club that everybody went to at the time.
I used to work at the one here.
Yeah, see, there you go. Well, I was in the Tejano room, and I was one of the guys that just traveled and all the other jazz. But anyway, I took it to the Tejano room and I started playing it, and I mean, just it took off. Boom! As soon as the first time I played it, and I kept playing it, and it took off. Within three
Wow.
months, they brought this band from Mexico to San Angelo, Texas to play. That was Chonarausa. That was back in 2005, something like that.
Oh wow.
The
Wow.
song was Amor Carnal, and it was over 12 years old
Huge
when I
song.
played it for the first time in San Angelo. That proves that any song is a good song if it's given the opportunity to be heard.
Hmm.
That's what it took.
Yes.
Listen to it.
Every song has the potential to be a good song. If you give it the opportunity. You're right.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Wow.
And
That's a
so
beautiful story.
that's why. That's
Yes.
why hey, you know what? It's not for me, but let's put it on the air and see what happens.
Mm.
let's put it on the air and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And there's some songs that I'm like, these are hits, and they've never, they're from like 10, 15 years ago, that just
That never
haven't
got heard.
did never got heard. And I put them on my station because I believe them. I believe in them.
Mhm.
you know and I don't have any problem playing them. And I think that's one of the reasons that I have as many listeners as I do, because I have so much music that is not the norm. It is Tejano music, and they're like, that's Shelly Lares.
Mhm.
I'm like, yes, I have.
Yeah.
I have all of Hilda's music on my station. you know
Aw.
yeah, I mean,
Nice.
but it's because of the fact that it needs to be heard. It needs
Hmm.
to be given an opportunity to be heard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good music out there. Just needs to be heard, you know,
Agree.
and that's it. That's all there is to it. Now there's some music, obviously, like I said, it has to fall within the parameters of what's operational and what's not.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, some people think that, oh, this is awesome. Let's go ahead and blast it. And
Mm.
if you do that, then it won't be able to be heard. If it's too loud. What I mean is, if it's peaking out at
Mm.
Right.
at 0 decibels, then I can't play
Yeah.
that. It won't. It'll sound like crap over the station. So I have
Hmm.
to protect the integrity of the station as well. So, but stuff like that, yeah. But anyway, that being said, thank you so very much for being here. I really do appreciate it.
Thank
Now,
you.
let's go ahead and give you the opportunity to go ahead and say, just go ahead and use this time to go ahead and say your thank yous and mention people where they can find your information and all the stuff
Absolutely.
that you got going on. Okay.
Yes. So thank you very much for having me once again. My name is Marisela Hernandez from the Rio Grande Valley. And also, I want to put it out there and just remind everybody that I just released my complete album called Cinco Años. And you can find this on digital platforms. Um, and you can download like Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify is on Spotify, on all the digital outlets. But if you would like a hard copy of the CD, which a lot of people are still asking for hard copies, then you can inbox me. See, there you go. You can inbox me on Facebook under Marisela Hernandez Artist. Just send me a direct message, and you can give me your address. I can mail it out to you, and we can do the whole Cash App or Apple Pay or any of those outlets. And also, you can follow me on TikTok. I have at Marisela.Hernandez, and also on YouTube, on a YouTube channel. All of my songs on the album are also on YouTube, so you can look them up under Marisela Hernandez. Um, if anybody out there is going to be in the Alice, Texas area, that's May the 5th and the 6th, I will be performing at the Cinco de Mayo Festival. So please come out there. If you do come out there, please come up to me, say hello, take a picture. Let's exchange social media so we can keep in touch, keep in contact. I thank each and every one of you. If you're somebody that just met me, just heard about me, give me an opportunity to listen to my music. Let me know what you think. I really, really appreciate all of your support, whether you're a new supporter or have been a supporter for years. I thank you so much in the bottom of my heart. I want to send a very special shout out to Miss Myra D, Cielo Entertainment, who is in charge of sending out all of my music digitally. Thank you so much, Myra. I appreciate your support, your love, and your help. Also to my husband Johnny Hernandez, my manager, my pretty much my everything that does everything for me. Thank you, my parents, Jose Luis and Lydia, my beautiful daughter Janelle Marie, that are always supporting everywhere that I go as well. Thank you so much to all of you guys, the DJs, the radio personalities that give us the opportunity and the airspace to connect with your audience. Yeah, I could be here for a long time giving thank yous. I'm super grateful. My heart is full of gratitude. But yes, please follow up my social media, Marisela Hernandez. I thank you guys so much. God bless you, and may God continue to bless you and your families today and always. Love you guys.
There we are. Yay. And I can do a cheer too, by the way, since you're a former cheerleader. Did you know
Yes.
that, Hilda?
No,
That
I did
that
not
I
know that.
was I was a cheerleader too. As like a Mexican cheerleader.
Wow.
It's like,
Okay.
yeah, because I did this when it was like 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits of pesa off for Indio stand up and say so.
Um,
Woo! That was a good one.
That's
All
All
right
right.
then. I
Yes.
just want to know, did you wear the skirt?
Okay, I won't stand up.
Go, Indio, go. Go, Indio, go.
I just had
let's
to. I had to
let's
ask.
let's not encourage me. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. All of y'all that were here on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Cuba Radio. Thank you so very much to Marisela. Thank you so very much for being a
Oh,
generous guest with us. And I know we kind of went off on a tangent here and there. Thank you very much to my bestie, Hilda. Do you have anything, darling?
I don't. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I apologize for my tardiness once again. Marisela, it's always great seeing you, my friend. I'm looking forward to seeing you May 5th and 6th. And yeah, we're
Yes.
going to have a lot of lot of fun.
There you
Yes.
go.
Likewise.
I
Thank
want
you
to be
so much.
invited. So.
You're
Yes,
invited.
please
Like, what more
go.
do you need
Please
to be
go.
invited?
That would be so much fun. Yes, we need to see you guys and anybody that's out there. Please, y'all go. Y'all go so we can all hang out.
All right, all right, all
Thank
right. Well,
you.
we're going to go ahead and end the show with Que Nada Sepa Mi Sufrir. This is Marisela Hernandez. This is Indio. That's Hilda. That's Marisela here on Cuba Radio. Thank you so very much for joining us, guys. We'll see y'all next one.